Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Unique Divination, and you are watching Urban Mystic TV. And I come to you today with a new moon and Sagittarius reading. The new moon takes place December 16th, and it's going to be in Sagittarius, which is a fire element, which is important to note because fire deals with will, goal-directed activity, action, passion, inspiration, creativity, and things of that nature. So I'll be working with the Thoth deck, which is at the top. I have a Goddess Guidance Oracle card pulled, and I have a Past Life card because we're going to be figuring out what aspect of maybe a past life that we had can we tap into during the new moon in Sagittarius. So the first card that we have is the Hierophant, which is the fifth card in the major arcana. And this card deals in the zodiac of Taurus, which Taurus deals with stability, security, self-substantiation, expression, and permanence. This card is a spiritual master, teacher, advisor, initiate, inner guide, spiritual father, highest transformation. Okay. This card is ruled by Taurus. And basically, when this card comes up, it's telling us that we need to start on our spiritual development just a little bit more. This card is like dealing with our spiritual school and spiritual lessons that we have taken place at this time. So basically, we need to start searching for ourselves, and we need to start self-analysis and just transformation. Also, this card could also deal with just connecting with your spirit guides and your ancestors a little bit more, listening to the lessons and the advice that they have to give to you, right? And just making sure that we continue on our spiritual path. If you have not been walking on your path, which is, just working on yourself, that's okay. Just get right back into it. Okay? So the next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is the fiery aspect of water. All right, it's surrendering to your loved ones. It deals with giving, reaching higher emotional planes, and working on our spiritual relationship. Okay. This card, if you look at, the imagery on the card, he has a crab in the cup. And the crab is Cancer. And Cancer deals with internalization, emotional bonding, birth, giving form to that within. So you also want to take a look at working on relationships with people in your life, making sure that you're expressing yourself, you're expressing your needs to your significant other. Make sure you're not bottling in anything. If you feel some type of way or you want to express something to somebody, of course, let's look at the wording that we use, but nonetheless, express yourself. Stop holding back how you feel in fear of hurting other people. Sometimes you have to say things, and if they truly love you and understand, then they'll understand where you're coming from, and then from that, you guys can work on things and continue to grow as far as a relationship aspect. But bottling things in, keeping them in, is definitely not going to help the relationship. Forgive me, I think they've got some construction going on under my apartment, so if you hear some noise, I'll try to get it out with editing if I can. And just the interchange between you and the relationships that you have with people, work on that. The interchange, meaning the quality of content that you're giving to somebody and that you're receiving. So let's work on that quality of content that we're giving out to people that we connect with on a day-to-day basis, right? Spend more time with family. Bond more. It's the holidays, so of course this is a great card that has come up in this area. Time off, holidays is coming up. Spend quality time with your loved ones, right? And then we have the Chariot, which is another has Cancer on the card. So again, just confirming the emotional issues that we have to deal with. And Chariot is taking charge and having the courage to heal and to bond emotionally and not be afraid to express ourselves, and let people know how we truly feel. The Chariot also deals with new beginning, changing for the good, introspection, meditation, and spiritual path. All right. A new phase. It could be a new relationship, living situation, job, or just a new phase in life in general. Take time when going through this new phase to kind of evaluate everything and just throw away, get rid of people, places, and things that don't concern you or what you got going on, with your goal directed activity. Realize that the oncoming change promises to lead to a positive phase in your life. Get everything in order, examine all the possibilities, and realize that you're gonna have to leave some things behind. And the last card is a Chariot, and we've got to figure out how much we can put on this Chariot, and you only need to put on there what you can bring, so to speak. All right. Also, Cancer is about a loving place, a loving environment. Seek or create for yourself a loving, secure environment. There you can plan the change or the journey. And you also need to pay attention to your body, right? Try to be a little bit more active during the new moon and Sag also. Okay. So then we come to our oracle cards. And for our goddess guidance, we have Green Tara, right? And the card says, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. All right. About Green Tara. She's a Hindu and Buddhist goddess whose name means star in the ancient Sanskrit language. Her many personality and aspects are represented by different colors. Green Tara is known for being a speedy helper who offers emergency aid and provides rapid understanding of situations and relationships. She rescues us by empowering us to save ourselves, okay? And she goes on to say, when you feel resentment in your heart because you're carrying more than your share of the load, you're doing no favors for anyone, including yourself. You need to ask for help to ensure that you have private time for contemplation and rest. One of the reasons I'm able to sit so peacefully is that I know the secret of true productivity. It doesn't come through struggle or strife. Rather, it comes from a clear and focused mind that's unchallenged by indecisiveness. You see, making decisions is the shortest route to triumphant passages. Once you make up your mind, the rest follows quite naturally. I therefore urge you to sit quietly and follow the footsteps of your mind. Be open to your heart's meanderings. They will quietly lead you to make your most important decisions, and the rest will fall into place. Don't try to be a superwoman or superman. Give your children chores. Ask your partner for help. Accept assistance as it's offered to you, and release guilt or the belief that it's weak to ask for help, and be a team player. This also coincides with our Knight of Cups and our Chariot card as far as expressing ourselves, right? And this helps with emotional bonding when maybe you always present this attitude like you can do it all, So maybe people will look at you different when you start asking people for help and start delegating things instead of trying to look like you can do everything. Your children may look at you different. Your significant other may look at you different. Your coworkers may look at you different. Your supervisors, or if you're a supervisor, the employees that you manage may look at you different if you start delegating and stop protruding with this illusion or this perception that you can handle it all, because we can't handle it all. So Green Tower reminds us of that, right? And the next card, and the last card that we move on to, is a card that is dealing with our past life. And I feel like it's important to tap into past life issues because they generally bleed through in our current life, right? And once we understand certain aspects of us in the past, we can definitely fix things here currently. And so the past life card that got pulled was Medicine Man or Woman. And this card reveals your past lifetime as a healer. You brought this knowledge forward, and it is now embedded within your unconscious. This is why you have an instinctive knowledge of healing as well as a natural healing gift. You drew this card to help you gain confidence as a healer. Perhaps you're considering taking classes or entering a healing profession. This card indicates that you have a soul connection to this topic. While there's never a guarantee of absolute success, you have a passion and a calling for healing that could form the basis for a successful practice. And pretty much that can show for people that like to do like natural things, holistic healing. You don't always like to go run to take prescribed or over-the-counter medication to relieve things. And so tapping into those past lives, just look into holistic ways of doing things, taking care of things, getting rid of scars, getting rid of, maybe you have high blood pressure, start eating different. These are all aspects of being a medicine man or a woman, just tapping into natural resources, right? So this will conclude our new moon in Sagittarius reading. The new moon takes place December 16th. I hope that you receive the message within these cards, and I hope you are able to utilize it and it benefits you, and help to manifest and to continue to help you strive while you walk your spiritual journey. This is Unique Divination. And make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment below and let me know what you think about the video. All right, have a good one.